All right, time now for a check of our weather. And Juan, if I'm looking at that monitor correctly, there is a big moon around it. And is there a halo happening, a halo effect? What's going on?
Yeah, we had that halo effect happen last night.
Okay.
And, you know, if you're heading outdoors right now, you can see the almost full moon out there. And this one is going to be referred to as the wolf moon. The first moon that we have in January is custom, I should say, to be called the wolf moon. And it will turn full at 12:16 later on this afternoon. But something interesting happened into the overnight hours. We got this viewer view that was sent in from the Alice area, and you can see that big, beautiful circular moon out there, that halo, I should say. Now, these 22-degree halos are formed usually when we have cool temperatures like we have this morning, and the moonlight, which of course is caused by the sun, is being refracted off of ice crystals that are within the high, thin cirrus clouds across the area. It's just billions upon billions of tiny little crystals suspended in the upper atmosphere. And when we get the light just right and we have the right conditions, we get these halos that come out. And of course, as I mentioned, you get that light that's refracted, and we see that nice halo around the moon. So that was certainly nice, and thank you for sending that in to us early this morning. But we still have the cool temperatures to talk about. That's of course the big story for today, starting off cooler and below normal for us here as well, with the northeasterly wind at 17 miles per hour. And temperatures all across the region are holding on to the 40s, with the exception of the Naval Air Station, still holding on at 51. Even our water temperature has cooled off at 60 degrees too, but 43 seems to be the common number from Beeville down into Alice and stretching on down to the south for the folks over in Fremont as well. So we're at 47 right now, expected to drop still a couple of degrees as we go to about 8 o'clock, going to about 44, 43, and then by 11, still looking at mainly sunny skies, 56 there, with an east-northeasterly wind going about 15 miles per hour. And then slowly as we go throughout the afternoon, I still think we'll see a decent amount of sunshine, but the cloud coverage will slowly start to increase across the region as we make our way into the mid to low 60s later on this afternoon. And we'll hold on to that breeze mainly out of the east, pretty close to about 15 miles per hour. So again, I think we'll see about 63, 64 here, middle to upper 60s for our inland communities as well. So a pretty cool and actually below seasonal day expected today, and still receiving lots of accounts of the pollen in the air. Tree, which is a mountain cedar, and the mold are high this afternoon, or I should say for much of the day today, and ragweed is also coming in low as well. As we look at the marine forecast, less wind this afternoon, but still a pretty good breeze. Small craft caution is going to be advised with those northeasterly winds going at about 10, more like 15 knots, I should say. Base slightly to occasionally choppy. The UV index is going to be pretty high out there, and the rip current risk will remain moderate as well. High tides over at Ball Paul Pier 602, out at 537 at the Port Aransas Jetty, and Nueces Bay at 944. So again, a few clouds off to the west of us. In fact, lots of clouds. Those will fill in later on this afternoon, but high pressure and control of the region. Our next frontal boundary taking shape, that's scheduled to arrive here as we head on into the weekend. But 64 today, 51 and 70 on Friday. Lots of wind over the weekend, but a warm Saturday, 82 there. But after the front comes by, going into next week, pretty nice, Paul, into the 60s and 70s.
Talk about that roller coaster, Juan. Thank you so much.